Gender inequality has been such a huge issue in society today. Women have been facing it for years and have been trying to eliminate it as well. And finally, men have joined in to help eliminate it and abolish it as well. Today, I'll be discussing my opinion on the matter, as well as some statistics and a way that we can help work on the issue. I will not only discuss my opinion, but I'll also give you an outlook on someone else's experience of discrimination firsthand. To begin, let's discuss the issue, and then I will give you my opinion, and as well, I will give you the person's firsthand experience of discrimination. What I say may not persuade you, but I hope that it will give you another outlook on how this issue affects women in society. I have personally never worked a job that I experienced gender inequality, and instead I worked a job that had gender equality, and it was one of the best jobs and actually the only job that I ever had. Hearing the stories of women being discriminated against truly broke my heart. All women decide and deserve to be treated just the way that men deserve to be treated, and I believe that as a society we can work to go towards that. I previously mentioned her before, but I just believe her story is truly powerful and deserves to be shared around the world. Christine Lapierre shared her story to the article of Us Too, which was written together and put together by Tavia Grant and Dawn Callihey. When Christine was 25 years old, she was offered a job where she was under the impression that she was offered it because of her hard work. However, whenever she arrived at the job, she was experiencing something that was definitely not what she expected. Her boss ended up sexually harassing her for the next 18 months, noting that none of her guy coworkers were standing up for her and saying anything about the issue. However, it's funny to notice that they did, however, go up to her and tell her that she needed to report it, but they never did anything themselves about the issue. Later on, it took another female coworker to notice what was happening and go up to Christine to tell her that if she didn't report it, that she would report it herself, and Christine ended up reporting the issue. After looking at some background about someone who has experienced gender discrimination firsthand, it is time to talk about the statistics that come along with it. Women have already shared tons of their stories, but the statistics on the matter are actually quite shocking. In the article put together by Juliana Horowitz, she talks about the statistics on the advantages of men. From millennials to silent women, they shared their opinions, and they're all different. Starting with millennials, we have 52% saying that men have it easier, 45% saying that it is not any different, and 3% saying that women have it easier. Next, we have Gen X saying 37% men have it easier, 58% saying that there's no difference, and 5% saying that women have it easier. Next, we have Boomer women saying 37% say men have it easier, 57% saying that it is no difference, and 5% saying that women have it easier. And finally, the silent women saying that there's 31% that men have it easier, 61% saying that there's no difference, and 8% saying that women have it easier. These statistics absolutely shocked me because it seemed that the older the generation got, the less discrimination that they faced. In the article written by a couple writers together from the Georgia Southern University, they talked about a survey that they incorporated from 2006 to 2013. The study showed that the students at the university, they wanted to see what they thought about and if they saw any gender inequality in 2006 and 2013. it showed that they showed less gender inequality and saw less gender discrimination in 2013 than they did in 2006. After talking about the statistics, it is now time to talk about what we can do about the matter at hand. Although there has already been so much done about the issue, we can still try and implement it into our lives and help abolish this and eliminate it as best as we can. In the article written by Pat O'Connor, he talks about the stereotypes of women. He mentions that leadership positions are typically gendered, and if a male leader were to behave like a woman, he would therefore not be seen as a leader. He also found out that females are typically put into female-dominated work areas, and that those areas are usually seen as low status. These words absolutely shocked me, to see the difference between how males and females are treated into the work areas. That female-dominated areas are usually seen as low status, and if a male were to act or behave like a woman, that it would be seen as, he would not be seen as a leader. That just, it shocks me. A sociologist by the name of Shelley Correll talks about how there's a method that we can do to help abolish and eliminate this issue at hand. This article written and put together about her was put together by Alex Shashkovich. This study shows that genders are capable of having things kind of said about them, and that they're usually not right. Women are typically seen as needing to have a higher bar or a higher standard than men, and therefore needed to have qualifications that men didn't need. A method by the name of the small wins approach was put together by the workers with Shelley Correll, and it is supposed to help eliminate and abolish this issue in society. This method is having companies have experts come in and talk to the workers in the company about how to implement tools and keep bias from happening in the company. I believe that if we use this, that we can help eliminate and abolish it completely, and that we can help society become a better society as a whole. After talking about all of the different things that we could do as a society and how discrimination affects women, I hope that you're able to see that ending discrimination and gender inequality is really going to make this society better. I hope that I gave you a new outlook on the issue at hand, and that you're able to see how women have been treated and that they shouldn't be treated this way anymore. We have discussed my opinion, the statistics, and the way that gender discrimination affects somebody, and you have seen that and heard about it firsthand. It is important that we work towards implementing this method of the small wins approach into our lives so that we are able to help eliminate it. And you have to make sure that you are knowledgeable about the issue so that you cannot cause any of the problem, but help eliminate it as a whole. Thank you.